Aquarius. I am Namala Muse from Intuitive Muse Tarot, and this is your May reading, I guess. Reading for May, first week of May, just whenever you catch this reading, really, to be honest. What am I feeling? I'm feeling guilt. And guilt is a feeling which can be helpful and it can be useful for us at times to know the difference between right and wrong. But sometimes if we stay in that feeling of guilt, or if we feel guilt very often, that guilt itself can drive a force within us, in our energy, in your everyday being, that can turn from being it can turn into self-sabotage in a certain sense, because when we're feeling guilty, we start looking for ways to fix things all the time, which can either enable you to behave in the same way that's making you feel, that has you feeling guilty in the first place, and repeating the same patterns that has you feeling guilty in the first place, which is self-sabotage. So I've got a sense of self-sabotage going on, sense of guilt. So we're going to look into that, and we're going to get a feeling for that. And how can we minimize that guilt for you, Aquarius, that potentially you're feeling right now? For those of you in the Aquarian Collective that may be resonating with that part of this channeled part of the reading. And if it doesn't, still stick around, because we're getting into the cards now. That's just my channeled energy and what I'm feeling for the Aquarius Collective while I was pre-shuffling the cards. So I'm just going to get myself nice and comfy so I can shuffle and see the cards and not break my little ankles. Bring my stuff a bit closer. All right. Now, we've got our placements here. So we're asking Spirit for some immediate past energies, current energies. What is the current energies going on? What's affecting us? How can we minimize our guilt right now? What's been creating the guilt in the past? And what is our potential outcome? What's our immediate future looking like? So maybe help ease some of that guilt sometimes that we're feeling. And you may not even be feeling guilty. Like I said, this could be for anybody. But that potentially that information may even come out in this reading. So I'm just going to set these cards aside. And we'll get into our first deck for Aquarius, and we are going to ask Spirit to kindly and graciously please tell us what Aquarius needs to know most right now with regards to their recent past and current energies. So can we just clarify with Aquarius so they can know if this is their reading or not, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Any other recent past energies? I think there's a couple more that actually want to come out. Yep, got them. It's just a bit too much coming out. Bad shuffles, all right. A lot of energy going on for the recent past. Okay. Okay, so recent past energies here, Aquarius. We have the Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. You, in the recent past, Aquarius, have been taking on a lot. You've been trying to do everything, be everyone. You're doing a lot. And with this doing a lot, it's been heartbreaking for you. There's been a lot of conflict in the recent past, a lot of fighting. There's been new beginnings. There's been new beginnings in love that felt absolutely overflowing. And oh my gosh, this is the most amazing love I've ever had. And it ripped your heart out. It just ended all of a sudden. Somebody walked away, and your intuition, it was almost like your gut was telling you the whole time this was too good to be true, that your heart was going to get broken, that this wasn't going to stick around, that perhaps that it was almost as if there was a connection here, Aquarius, where somebody walked away from you, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They've walked away and it's broken your heart, or you've walked away from them. The reason why we've walked away is because we've thought there was something else more for them. That you or your person felt like there was something more for them. There was something more out there, more fulfilling love, a more emotional connection, something that was going to make me feel like I've got my dreams in my hands, that I'm not just wishing for this beautiful connection, that I actually have it. I'm going towards that. My gut's telling me I need to. Your intuition's sort of speaking to you and whispering to you, there's love here, but just not enough. There is love here, but not enough. It's disappointing and it's breaking your heart. And then so somebody goes off with the Page of Pentacles and offers affections elsewhere. And this was created fights and it created arguments and there was competition going on, and somebody here just had to leave. They got to the point where this enough is enough. Yeah. You might be 35 years old. Some of you may be 35. That could be confirmation for some of you. Some of you were in this connection for 10 years. That could be confirmation for some of you as well. But the signs, I'll call out some signs that I see here in the past. I see Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Sag. There is a little bit of air here too, but it's mostly your sign, your air energy. I'm feeling, Aquarius. So there's been a lot of conflict, there's been competition, there's been fighting, there's been burdens, there's just been enough. It's like years of just like, far out, are we kidding? Are you kidding me? And you've got a lot of emotions. You've got in the past there was love here, but it's not being communicated as well. It's breaking somebody's heart was completely broken. There's an ending here, and there's definitely a walking away and an ending to something that felt like should have been a beautiful connection, should have been a stable, long-term beginning. But it wasn't. There was fighting, narcissism, just burdens. And is this potentially what you're feeling guilty about, Aquarius? You're feeling guilty about potentially not expressing your emotions as much. Maybe you're feeling guilty about walking away, or you're feeling guilty about the reasons why this person told you they left in the first place. They put it all on you. You weren't stable enough. You weren't committed enough. You weren't emotional enough. You fought too much. You were too combative in this relationship. Whatever it was, somebody left here because there was too many burdens. They couldn't take the burden anymore. In the recent past, the cards that flipped over in the deck here, you could have been with this person for 10 years, a very long time, and this is a very strong connection. And it's in the past, it looks like it's very much ended, and somebody here is feeling very guilty about the ending of this connection. Someone's feeling guilty perhaps about walking away. Someone's feeling guilty about the conflict that they brought to this connection, the competition. They're feeling guilty about the third parties with the Three of Swords. There is some infidelity for some of you, not all of you. That's why that's only coming through last. There was infidelity, but whatever infidelity that was there was found out. And that created the arguments, more burdens, the need for someone to completely move away, leave, go. Wow. All right, Spirit, what are the current energies for Aquarius? Current energies for Aquarius, please. Current energies for Aquarius. Knight of Swords. Any other current energies for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Any other current energies for Aquarius, please, Spirit? I feel like that's it. Yeah, I just want to check if this Four of Cups is in reverse or not. Four of Cups, upright or reverse, Spirit? Upright. Knight of Swords, upright or reverse? Upright, okay. Okay, so Aquarius, current energy is feeling just, what it looks like is, it looks like this is either you, because then we've got the Knight of Swords, that's Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. And then we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here with the cups again. But Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups. This is an energy of, there's communication. There's somebody who is definitely speaking with you. And this is an energy of very fast. This is fast. Look how fast he's coming in. There's a masculine energy here coming in super fast. Not only are they coming in fast, it's air energy. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of honesty. There's a lot of clarity. there is truth in this communication that is in this current moment, but there's also an energy of somebody who's not giving two shits really about this person, this information, this person who is here and throwing themselves at you, so to speak, trying to just communicate, like whatever it is they need to say to you, they're trying to say to you, and it's all coming too quick. It's coming very quick. And you're left sort of just, I don't know. I don't want that. That's not what I'm after. That's not what I've been waiting for. Your heart's been broken recently, Aquarius. You can come at me. There's somebody here who is actually being very honest and truthful with you, but you're not able to feel that right now. You're not able to see that right now. You don't even care if this person wants the world with you. You're not interested. There's a lot of other stuff going on in your mind. There's been this recent past that we just spoke about that is affecting your current moment. So we do need to get into the element of, hey, look, this person who's coming forward with this beauty, with this communication, this person who's taking action towards you, Aquarius, is for you. This is for you. This is meant for you. And Spirit's trying to let you see it. Spirit's trying to get your attention with this information. Spirit's trying to get you to see what this person's trying to bring to the table for you, this new person. And Spirit's really wanting me to say strongly, please look. At least take a look at what we're trying to show you. At least take a look at this person. At least take a look at what it is they could potentially have to offer you. Because you keep in mind, Aquarius, yes, you're highly intuitive. Yes, you're very sensitive, but you sometimes struggle to be your authentic self and allow in what is true for you. It's almost as if you're going to block this beauty for yourself in this current moment if you can't see it coming in. So I just want to get a couple more cards for that. Four of Cups. Can we clarify the Four of Cups, please? Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. This is somebody you walked away from. Upright or reverse, Spirit? Upright or reverse? Reverse. Okay, guys, is the reason why you're not paying attention to this person who's coming forward to you because they are the one that broke your heart. This is the person that left you behind. And now they're coming back. And they're coming back with truth. They're coming back being honest, but they're coming back so quick you're not able to see it. You don't want to see it. You're just like, I don't know if this is good enough. I don't know if your apology is good enough. I don't know if your truth is truth. You broke my heart. You hurt me. I don't know how many times you walking away almost killed me. I felt like you added to the pain and the suffering in my life, and you didn't need to. Like you didn't need to add. You're meant to be the one person who doesn't add that to my story, and you did. And now you're coming back. Like now you want me to see you. Now you want me to pay attention to you. Now you're telling the truth. Now you're coming in with honesty and clarity, and you're giving me the information that I needed to hear about this the whole time. What was wrong with back then? What was wrong with when we were together the first time? Or what was wrong before we had this fight? This could just be a fight in a connection, and it hasn't necessarily ended, but it feels like it has. But there's a strong element of somebody walking away and then coming right back in the immediate future, in the current energy. So the immediate past was walking away. And now in the current energy, we're coming back, and somebody's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I want this back. This fucking hurt. Whatever this is. This hurt me a lot. And I don't know if I want this back. Immediate future, Spirit. Immediate future for this reading for Aquarius, please. Energy's coming in for the immediate future for Aquarius. Energy's coming in for immediate future for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Energy's coming in for Aquarius for immediate future. I just saw the Eight of Wands as well, guys. There's definitely more communication coming in. I think that's it. Here we go. The Magician. Can't see that one. Eight of Swords and Page of Wands. Guys, Let's just check upright and reverse here real quick. Eight of Swords, sorry, upright or reverse. Page of Wands, upright or reverse. Upright. And the Magician, upright or reverse. Upright. Okay, guys, seriously. Future outcome. Top of the deck, Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Well, okay. Let's get into this, Aquarius. We've only been 15 minutes. We've got a bit more time. This guilt. This minimizing guilt. Is it you that's feeling guilty for walking away? Is it you that's feeling guilty for walking away from this connection and you're wanting to rush back into this love? You're wanting to rush back to this person. You're wanting to come back to them, but you're worried that they're not going to accept it. You're worried that they're going to ignore you and not do this because you've hurt them, or you feel like you've hurt them so bad. You feel like you've stabbed them in the back too much, that this connection couldn't possibly come back together, that you're worried that they're not going to take you back. This could be what's going on. Somebody here is wanting to come back. Somebody here is wanting to repair the heartbreak. And somebody is worried about that not being returned. In the immediate future, we have the Eight of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Magician. In the immediate future, Spirit is wanting to know that you have all the tools in the shed. You've got all the resources that you need to get out of your head, Aquarius, to step out of this guilt. Eight of Swords coming out, like that feeling of guilt, that feeling of being trapped where you are and you're not going to be able to take this step forward, or this person's not going to accept your love, your offer. Page of Wands. You're worried. If you've been wanting this connection, if you've been wanting to get out of your head, to get out of the anxious frame of mind where you're in, where it's not going to happen, you're self-sabotaging, right? If this is Aquarius, if this is you, if you're sabotaging yourself, or if this is the cross watcher, if you're in love with Aquarius and you're the one wanting to come back, but you've hurt Aquarius so much that you're not sure if they're going to see you, you're right. They're probably not looking at you right now. They're upset. They're hurt. Somebody is feeling very guilty in this connection, but Spirit's wanting you to know it's time to minimize that guilt, because that guilt is only creating further actions and further words and further communication that allows this connection to keep separating and separating, rather than coming back together. Self-sabotage. So Aquarius, if it's you that's in the Eight of Swords, if it's you that's overly anxious, if it's you that's feeling depressed, if it's you that's feeling like, I can't come back to this person, I want to come in, I want to scream at them, I love you, I'm here, please take me back, I'm sorry I hurt you. If that's you, Spirit is wanting you to know that you are able to do so with the Magician. You can manifest this. Be careful about how you think in the immediate future. Be very careful of your thoughts. Make sure you keep your thoughts positive about this connection. We need to get out of the Eight of Swords energy in order to manifest, guys. You need to get into the Page of Swords energy, a younger frame of mind, a childlike sight. You look at kids and you look at the way they're able to get what they want, because their day is all about them. They get a little bit narcissistic. Well, they are narcissistic, but it's healthy to a certain degree when you're starting to work on yourself. And in the immediate future, there's a need for you to take action. There's a need for you to take the action rather than talking about it. The Page of Wands can be an energy of somebody who's all talk, no action. Okay, so we need to be sure that we're getting out of our head, that we're getting out of this anxious frame of mind that's blocking you from stepping forward. Step out of the guilt. The guilt doesn't belong to you anymore. Everybody's responsible for their own part in their connections. Everybody's responsible for what went right and what went wrong. The old school saying of it takes two to tango. It is not all your fault. It's a collective energy. It's two people coming together, fucking shit up and trying to work it all out. It's what this is. That's what heartbreak is as well. We learn from the heartbreak. We learn from the competition. We learn from our burdens. We learn from everything that we pick up and put down throughout our entire lives. And when you have somebody, when you're wanting to go in, like for some of you, this Aquarius, I feel like this is actually Aquarius. You're sorry for walking away. You're feeling guilty for walking away. And for those Aquarians watching this, it's your cross that doesn't resonate with that they left you. It's your cross watcher that is feeling guilt and is needing to minimize the guilt to take the right steps to come back to this connection. Now, you do not need to take this person back. This person has definitely broken your heart. They've brought in competition. There's been third-party situations for some of you. There's been a lack of emotions being expressed, you know, small offers coming here and there and then not following through. Lots of promises without, you know, promises without the delivery. So in the future, I do see, in the immediate future, I see you being very anxious. I see you talking a lot about what it is that you want to do and the steps that you want to take, but not necessarily taking them. And that will affect your manifestation. That will affect the ability to bring it into fruition, into the now, Aquarius. And look, you're in the age of Aquarius. This is your time to shine. Aquarians are all about being true, your authentic self. And it's harder for some Aquarians to be their authentic selves when they're being so blocked through this anxiety, through the depression, through the swords that they surround themselves with. Mental swords, mental energy, thoughts of the peoples, the places, the things, everything that's hurt you in the past, and you're trying to protect yourselves. I'm seeing the Seven of Wands, somebody who's really trying to protect themselves. You're defending your, thanks to the recent past and the current energy and in your future energy, you're going to be defensive. You're going to be defending yourself, defending your heart, defending your stability, defending your growth. And while you're being defensive and while you're trying to protect yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that Aquarius side, there is no judgment here. I'm Aquarius rising, just so you know. So this is my rising sign. The Page of Wands is a matter of needing to take more action. It's time to move in the immediate future. It's time to take the action. It's time to step out of your head space and into channeling that energy, channeling this guilt, and to minimizing the guilt and stepping out of self-sabotage energy and stepping into the energy of where you're manifesting, where you're attracting, where you're using your skills, where you're using the elements in which you've created for yourself over your lifetime in order to achieve. You know how this person likes to, you know this person, whoever this is resonating with. You know what they like, you know, their favorite food, you know, their favorite candles that they like to have burning at nighttime, their favorite music, their favorite TV show. You get them, you know how to, for lack of a better word, seduce the individual into hearing you. The Seven of Wands is a very defensive kind of energy. We've got the Hanged Man over here for in death. There's a total rebirth going on. This could be coming back around, and for those of some of you don't want it. For some of you Aquarius, there is somebody who's coming back around in this current energy, and somebody else, the other person, doesn't want it. Not interested. Hurt me too much. Or it makes you too anxious. It brings up too many traumatic memories of the past that it's almost impossible for you to be able to move forward within this connection. But it's almost like Spirit's trying to tell you, didn't you ask for this? Didn't you ask for this person to come back? Or haven't you been asking for this person to be healed, for this person to be able to forgive, for you to be able to forgive and let go of the pain and suffering in order to come back? Well, in the immediate future, you've got the Magician. You've been manifesting. You've been bringing forward what you want into your 3D world. You've been thinking about it so much, excuse me, that you're manifesting it. But what we think about, we bring about. So be careful of your thoughts, Aquarius. Be careful of how you're manifesting and what you're manifesting, because sometimes it can take a little while to arrive. And while we're in this state of sadness, while we're in this state of guilt, we could be manifesting a return of something that we don't really ultimately want at the end of the day. Or this is just a part and parcel of your healing within this connection of being able to let it go and move on after the pain and the suffering. So there's a little bit more here that we want to get into. Hanged Man in the current energy, I think that's more needing to sort of take time to sort of be like, okay, well, they're coming back and they're communicating, and I think they're being honest, but they've hurt me in the past, they've left me in the past, and just because they're coming back, does that mean I just take them back? Hanged Man, do I make the sacrifices? Do I ignore the sacrifices I made in this connection the first time, and then everything that I lost, and now what was all coming back right now? What the heck is this? No wonder why you're feeling some guilt. For those of you who are feeling the guilt, it's like, what I've put them through. How I put them through so much, and now I just want to come back. Wow. Okay, a little extra confirmation for Aquarius just to finish up. Just to finish up for Aquarius. What's our main advice? What's our main advice? Minimizing guilt. How can we minimize this guilt as much as possible, Spirit? How can we minimize the guilt? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ace of Swords in the Chariot. Ace of Swords is clarity, it's honesty, it's truth, and the Chariot is being confident, it's moving forward victoriously, it's Cancer energy as well. So let me just call out the signs, Aquarius. We've got air energy, so we've got Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. We have Cancer, very strong Cancer, very strong Scorpio and Pisces. I've got Scorpio over here with the Death card. I also have Pisces here as well. We've got the Magician, so we've got pretty much all the elements here, guys. We've pretty much got everybody here, but the main signs we have is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, and Leo. Ace of Swords in the Chariot, truth comes in. You finally get that moment where you understand what it is you need to do to be victorious, to be confident. It's like you just need to be confident. The truth is, you just need to be confident in yourself, Aquarius. Have faith in who you are. Be confident that the decisions that you've made in the past, mistakes that have made in your past, you've learned from, you've grown from them, and you're moving on. If that's for you or if that's for the cross watcher, whoever's the one who's done the heartbreaking and wanting to come back, you're the one who needs to minimize the guilt, gain your confidence, and build up your strength in order to have this victory that you're going for, in order to build this connection back, to come back around after a period, after really hurting somebody, or after feeling like you've hurt them a lot. And how to get out of that frame of mind of being worried that they're not going to accept your apology, that they're not going to accept your truth, that they're not going to accept your love, is going to affect your ability to manifest this the way you're trying to manifest it. Time is fluid, energy is fluid, free will exists. It's entirely up to you if you take this person back. It's entirely up to you if you accept this love when it's coming for you. In your immediate future energy, I'm a little bit concerned about if you stay too defensive, if you stay on guard, you won't be making the right actions towards your happiness, towards clearing out the negatives and coming into the positives. You won't be minimizing the guilt. You need to work on those feelings of guilt in order to be able to manifest stronger, because that's blocking you. It's blocking your ability to attract your hopes and your dreams rather than your fears, okay? So I see a lot of manifesting fears going on rather than manifesting wishes and hopes and dreams. So change your thought process. It's never too late to change the way that you're thinking, and an easy way to do so is to start thinking of the good things. When every time one of these swords pops up, I'm not good enough. I said this wrong. I did this wrong. I wasn't enough here. I didn't give enough there. Blah, 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 blah. All this stuff that you keep telling yourself over and over again. Stop it. It has to stop, because it's going to circulate. It's going to bring that around. What we think about, we bring about. What we talk about, we bring about. Words have energy. Energy is a frequency. Frequencies attract frequencies. You can continue to attract people on the same frequency that come in and break your heart. And it's a repetitive, competitive, conflicting relationships where it's arguments all the time. Good to shitty, great to shitty, like the up and down kind of relationships. Or you can clear out the passage. You can clear the past, stop repeating the cycles, and start taking the actions of what it is you're saying to yourself that you're going to do to change your path, to change your life, to change your happiness, to get where you want to be, to make your goals happen. Love, work, everything. Whatever it is that you're doing, victory comes here for you. There will be a moment in time very, very soon. I'm hearing 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 days or 10 weeks. Some of you have been in this connection for 10 years. Or you've been in a repetitive cycle of conflict and of burdens for like a long time. I'm hearing 10 a lot. But now's the time for truth. Now's the time for honesty, and minimize your guilt. You have nothing to be guilty for. You've learned things. You've grown. All of what has happened for an absolute bloody reason. What's meant for you will always be for you. We can create delays like we are here right now in your immediate future through blocking your manifestations, through negative thought processes, through not taking action when we should be. But Spirit's trying to drive you. Spirit's trying to give you the energy and the forces that you need to push you into the direction that you need to be taking to manifest your abundance, to manifest what it is that you want to bring into your life. But I just need to be very clear on the fact that right now there's a need to change your frame of mind, and easier said than done. I'm an individual who actually is a high functioning depression, anxiety, autoimmune disease individual. So I get this quite a lot, and I can also say to you very much how life for me would go in a repetitive loop of bad luck, bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. And I get into a mind frame of, well, this is just my life. I'm just surrounded by bad luck. I feel weak. I feel emotional. I start to get physically sick. I'm getting days where I can barely move because I'm allowing my mind to manifest these negative thoughts to manifest into physical pain because I'm not doing anything about it. I'm just worried, but I'm not doing anything to change the worries because the worrying itself is so crippling. I can't take the action that I need to take to fix what I need to fix. So in the past, when I've actually begged Spirit to help me, and I'm praying to Spirit, and I'm like, please show me what I need to see. Give me the motivation I need to take the steps that I have to take in order to bring my success in order to bring balance into my life, in order to bring fairness into my life. Help me, Spirit. Ask for the help. Ask your guides. Ask your ancestors. Help me relieve this anxiety. Help me move from this anxiety, Spirit. I want to take the right steps forward. This is crippling, and I'm unable to manifest what I want, and I feel like I can't manifest because I'm constantly having to be on guard to protect myself, right? You're constantly feeling like you're having to protect yourself, and that's like a repetitive thought process because of the burdens and because of the heartache and because of what's happened to you up to date. And red flags start popping up in your now that it's like, nope, that's a red flag. That's enough for me to go. I'm not stupid enough to fall for that again. You know, those sorts of things. And Spirit's wanting you to say sometimes something beautiful can look like the same package as something that hasn't been beautiful in the past, but it's not. And we might miss it. So I don't want you to miss your dreams, and I don't want you to miss your hopes, Aquarius. I want you to be able to have the victory that you need. I want you to be able to have the success in this relationship or in love in general, and to be able to manifest what it is that you want in your world and in your life. And that's one, by being authentic to yourself. Be true to you, your desires, your wants, your needs, your feelings. Be true to who you are, your passions, your desires. Manifest through that energy. That's the energy that allows you to attract more in. I promise. I promise. I promise. Aquarius, I love you. If any of you are after a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. They start from $15. My website is located in the link in the banner or in the description box of on my main page. So pop over there, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. I also have Patreon. So Patreon's only $3 a month if you're in the US, $4.50 if you're in Australia. So basically it's like shouting me a cup of coffee once a month to provide you with as many readings as I possibly can. I have been a little bit inconsistent lately due to moving house, having an operation, my autoimmune disease, and a few other things going on, but very much settled in now and ready to work. Start taking action. So thank you so much, Aquarius. I love you guys. If you did want a personal reading, like I said, come find me. I would love to give you one. For those of you who are leaving me here, thank you very much for coming and watching this reading. I hope it was able to resonate with you somehow. If you would like advice on how we can minimize the guilt for yourself personally, or if you are the cross watcher for Aquarius, again, come get a personal reading. Let's see what healing energy healing sessions we might be able to do with you as well. I love you. Thank you. Bye.